Hi everyone, welcome to this first episode of Zoom with New Age Leaders. This is a series of interviews with young leaders who are presently shaping our future. With each episode, we'll be discussing different aspects of leadership, management, and society while picking one industry at a time. I'm your host Abhinav Deherwal, an MBA from IIM Bangalore. I'm a fashion retailer by profession and by passion a storyteller. I do that by my blogs, YouTube creations, and Toastmaster speeches. So, one of the skills which makes us humans indispensable in the age of AI and robotics is creativity. Creativity is taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, solving problems, and having fun while doing all of the above. Having said that, let me ask you this question: how many of us really apply creativity in our daily life? My friend and guest for today, Nimit Jaiswal, was always known for his creative talents. Now that he has become the general manager of a real estate marketing firm in India, let us discuss with him how has he harnessed the creativity in real estate industry. So Nimit, uh, why don't you just tell us like what has happened in last 6 years? Can you briefly introduce yourself and share your journey in the corporate world in last 6 years?
Hi, Abhinav. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this. I think it's a pretty good platform in the way that somehow you have identified a gap which we always resonated to when we were in our grad school, where either you have your great Ratan Tatas or Indra Nuis of the world, or you have then people like who have done great in sports, arts, etc. But really, how the journey pans out and what do we really understand? What happens after 5 years, 10 years? There was, of course, a gap in terms of understanding that. So it's a pretty interesting way. I know many people who would be able to give much more insights than I will be able to give today, but I'll try my level best. In the last 6 years, yes. So 2014, we both graduated from one of the most premium school in India. We find ourselves very privileged to be a part of that campus. After that, I through my campus recruitments, I got into Lodha Realty, one of the biggest companies in real estate in India, one of the biggest private players as well. I was working there as an assistant brand manager in one of the biggest real estate brands. That's Palava, a 4,500 acre city. Worked there for 2 years. Then there was a new startup, Xanadu Realty, which is effectively has identified a need gap in terms of real estate sales and marketing professionalism within real estate across real estate developers. And it was started with actually two of our alumnus, R. Karthik and Anurag Singhvi, who graduated from IIM Bangalore in 1995, if I'm not wrong. So they started it. I joined them in after 1 year of that company actually. So I've been here for the last 4 years. We have been working in real estate with the organization. Have ventured into working with a different startup in Bangalore, which is an interior design startup. So of course, it's an home journey. It doesn't get completed unless you have done the interior design of that residence. So Xanadu Realty is helping them to build upon their business. So I have been the engagement manager for that business for the last 6 to 7 months.
Nice. So, because our the topic of our today's discussion is creative leadership, so can you define what is creative leadership, and can you tell us like, do you think there is a requirement of creativity in leadership? Because also you have worked in the marketing field, so you would resonate with the thing like how important is creativity and what is creativity for you?
Creativity and terms like thinking out of the box. These are very good to know terms, and they excite every individual. The kind of industry that I have been working in, it's very unorthodox when it comes to people actually aspiring for you really don't think that how do you see your career in a sales and marketing part of real estate, right? So in itself, it becomes extremely critical that you think very differently in how you want to approach towards selling or marketing a home, right? Which is effectively roti kapda makan. It's one of the three basic needs. It starts from there itself. I've been very privileged to actually work with very creative people myself and very structured people myself. What comes as a guidance and what I have also tried to implement is that to bring in a little bit of structure in creative thinking, right? And one of our professors used to say this, that think think out of the box, but later first know everything inside the box. Okay, and that becomes extremely important. So the creative process, I won't say creative thinking, but rather the creative process comes when you have everything on paper. You know everything around your consumer, you know everything about your product, you know the differentiation that your product brings in from the need gap that exists in the market. And then there is the edge there that you would want to bring in by doing something which was never done before.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. So we had this project in Mumbai. The idea was effectively in-city accessible luxury. Okay, so there were homes with 54 lifestyle amenities. Pricing was good overall, but the main point was that it was not about selling 50 homes. We had to sell 1,000 homes in 30 days, and we did that, right? But you, for that you have to mobilize a team whose strength is almost 80 people. Okay, you have sales team, you have CRM, you have marketing, you have sales strategy, etc., etc., then operations, of course. You have to mobilize them, you have to keep them excited. You have a channel distribution base which is almost 1,000 people, because what we think is that if you excite your internal team, you do 50% of your job. If you excite or you bring your distributors to the same page on you do the 80% of your job. Then you reach the customer and your 100% of the job is done. So to give that first initial spark, right, that how do you really make sense of what is the proposition and then show it creatively. What we said was, this is the opportunity where Mumbaikars who want to buy a home in Mumbai would not have to go out of Mumbai now. And we flipped it around. We said, "Ghar aaja pardesi, tera Mumbai ghar bulaye." And we actually made a rap out of it. And the moment we made a rap out of it, "Ghar ho to Mumbai, baki kuch nahi," what happened was, it reached customers, no doubt about it, right? We played it on radio. We had our colleagues whose families and friends heard that rap and they said, "Arey, bahut sahi hai," right? But what happened was, it was the initial spark which excited the complete organization, the complete distribution organization, because that's effectively our how do I say, extended family in the professional scenario. And when that happened, suddenly that spark ultimately led to that 1,000 bookings or 1,000 applications that happened. So coming back to the point is that with regards to creative thinking, I think creative process is extremely important. Know everything inside the box, and then try to do something which was never done before. Yeah, and just last thing, take inspiration from anywhere and everywhere which is possible. So the inspiration from for this actually came from if you, I don't know if you remember that as well. Kaun Banega Karodpati season 2 had this campaign with Amitabh Bachchan ka rap. The inspiration came from there. So that's how you keep on building on these things.
That is something, because when we think about real estate, it's been like for centuries and everything has already been there, and everything we think like there can't be anything new. It's just about hard selling. But like you said, anywhere and everywhere will give you inspiration, and it's just doing the same thing but with a different way. So that's the creativity.
Yeah. It also comes down to the point how real estate has changed because now there are a large number of developers, more competition. So from a personal aspiration, ambition point of view,
Mhm.
everyone wants to sell and sell quickly and make a brand out of what they are selling.
Yeah, coming to that, like you spoke about so many things in real estate. So can you explain us few of the challenges and opportunities for the people who are interested or are aspiring to work with a real estate company, real estate industry? So focusing on Indian or maybe like Mumbai, what are the challenges and how is a typical day for you maybe?
So there are multiple things within that question. I'll try and answer each one of those. First, let's start with the overall real estate scenario.
Mhm.
See, the thing is, people think that real estate is slowing down and things are not moving, etc. But the reality is that it is largely to do with the large amount of players that have come and large amount of supply that has come into the market. Demand still exists, and that is where our job profile per se becomes extremely relevant because for that particular product, how do you create that demand with your supply and make it simple enough for the consumer to understand and make it theirs becomes extremely important. We say it trimurti of location, product, and pricing proposition.
Mhm.
If we need to make it extremely simple for consumers. Real estate, and how I have seen, is has been a very inside out industry. So it
Okay.
has been a very proud industry in a form that developers have always, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's extremely right because developers do pride themselves a lot with their product, right?
Mhm.
But the thing is, and it used to work really well earlier when there was limited number of developers or limited number of supply, etc. And there was a
Mhm.
large gap between a good and a bad,
Okay.
right? Or the best or the second best. Now what is happening is the pride still is there, but there are a number of people who are coming in at a large number. There are more developers coming in, more developments coming in. There are lot more options at micro market level for consumers, and this is where our own creative thinking process comes into play, where not only about marketing but rather how do you bring in creative solutions for business problems. For example, how would you use digital, how would you use your distribution? All of these things become extremely critical. So, as far as real estate is concerned, there is a lot of demand. There is no doubt about it. There's a lot of demand for the right product, right location, and right pricing. People
Okay.
who are able to understand that, give that, are able to do well. COVID, of course, has hit us hard. There's no doubt again about it. Primarily because it's a physical based product. You need to see it. You need to go to the location.
Mhm.
Having said that, we have in our organization itself, we have done 10 launches, e-launches in the last 15 days, and have done, have started seeing results. So almost every day we are seeing transactions happening with our customers. So there are a lot of creative solutions out there which a manager has to bring together to give it to customer and make it simple for them to understand. So this is the part of where opportunities are. Second thing is there are two ways of opportunities which are coming up in real estate right now. One is with developers. In
Mhm.
the second, the series of service organizations that are building up right now. So one of them is Xanadu Realty. Then there is Enerock. There is Guardians. There are a few more as well. What is happening is because there is a dearth of good talent in terms of bringing sales and marketing professionalism to this industry. Everyone is seeking those people, and with each and every month, it's becoming much more difficult to sell. It's not really becoming easier to sell as it was probably 7 8 years ago. everyone is looking for someone to provide solution, right? And someone who can do that actually can do very well in this industry, but
So
it takes a lot of hard.
you mean to say that the challenges are going up, but there is always the possibility, and people who are doing the things creatively and coming up with different solutions will always go ahead.
In terms of providing creative solutions of a very fast moving industry, what you did right now will be archaic in next 3 months, no doubt.
Okay. Now, shifting of gears towards what has been your personal journey, I would like to ask you 5 questions. The first question is, 5 subjects you learned in IIM Bangalore, which is still relevant, and you remember those learnings from there.
Okay, brand management, B2B
Yeah.
marketing, creative marketing,
Mm-hmm.
organization. I don't remember the subject, but organization
Manifesto.
structure.
Yeah.
And lastly, I would like to say,
Conbi,
I think consumer behavior. Yes, sorry. Yes, consumer.
because you
Probably
all
the first
remember
one.
how hard you work
Yes,
for that.
probably the
Next
first.
question, 4 skills you feel are absolutely required in today's time.
So what I'll say is, I think the first thing which extremely becomes important given the situation that we are in is, and people take it for granted and don't understand, is that keeping yourself cool, keeping yourself calm, not really putting the pressure that you have right now in that form to your subordinates. Work pressure is important, but
Mm-hmm.
anything needs to be filtered out in that way if there is anything at all negative. That's how I see my leadership. That's how I try myself. The second thing I think would be around learning new things which are relevant for you. Figuring out knowledge from information is a skill which usually people skip or don't take into consideration. There is just too much information out there on the internet, but getting knowledge out of it and then implementing it is a very different thing, especially at scale. At scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are the two main things. Then, of course, then goes into the technical parts. For example, embracing new technologies, etc. But I think I'll
Yeah.
primarily boil down into people and knowledge.
How much do people appreciate like creativity in a professional world? Do you
I
do a
don't.
time bound creativity, or do you actually have people have patience and appetite to wait for the creativity, natural creativity to come in?
Okay, there are two again. Sorry, but there are two parts again to this. One is when we say creativity again, I will just try and simplify it. And I am speaking from a managerial position. Okay, we did a master in business administration. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a business cannot run without creative solutions. Business problems come every day. You have to be on your feet, provide creative solutions. And when I say creative solution, a lot of it is actually gathering from the complete information that you have, from all the experiences that you have, people coming together and providing a right solution at that point of time, which can take your business forward. That truly becomes the creative solution. If you don't do it, then business can't work. It is impossible. It cannot happen. Right. So again, because this is why I'm trying to bring in the managerial thought rather than painting and making a video, etc. Because those are also business solutions. Those are also solutions. They're not business solutions, right? And that's why it is extremely important. And because in the kind of position we are, and as we grow, and this is the movement that I am seeing in my role, is that earlier, which was very restricted to one department, my purview or my perspective was limited to one department. Now, especially with the two roles, with the improved role in Xanadu and the role in Bonito, I can actually see solutions coming from across the departments, right? And all these information, how does one actually create some knowledge out of it, implementable solution out of it, is effectively the creative solution. And without that, no business can work. No business can work, and everyone appreciates it. I have had a privilege of getting exposed to almost all my professional career to the top management within the organizations, be it the CEOs, the MDs, the directors. I still today, I'm very thankful to the people. I can call them right now if I have a problem. Maybe they could be busy, but they will provide solution to me, right? So all of these people, they also expect a solution coming from us, and this is where it becomes extremely important that yeah, we provide criticism.
So whenever you have had an idea, people always said that okay, go ahead and implement, or you had some ideas and probably had some setbacks also. Like people said that no, I don't think it works, and we
Okay,
would not be able to do it.
I think all of it has happened. One idea, for example, I don't remember now, but not in the top of my mind. There are instances where my single idea has been implemented right then and there. The third thing has also happened where the idea has been shut down because it didn't make sense for them. And the second thing, or rather the third thing, which is probably the 90% of cases that happens, is that that idea got evolved, right? Because again, coming back to the point that you're talking to a lot of intelligent people, and this is where it becomes very important for all of us that we and it's not hasn't been in our control. Can we later on as we move ahead that we are around people who are that smart, or you're not the smartest guy in the room, etc., etc. So those ideas get evolved and you actually see, I was thinking this, look what it has come out, right? And that's the creative process where there are single spark of ideas across people, and then you provide a conducive environment for people to come together, work on that idea, make it implementable, and then implement it to see to really see, my god, what I thought about, and look what it is right.
So, Nimit, one question. See, you're working in a startup at the moment, and you're also working with a startup, right? The Bangalore startup.
Yeah.
I understand, of course, Xanadu Reality is now at a position where it is, it's doing comfortably well, and finances are good and everything. So you're still able to manage. But then that's where my question is that when we talk about marketing and the rap campaign that you came up with, brilliant ideas. Do you always feel the pull between financial justification of the creativity you are putting in place? Or, I mean, my point is that let's say this radio campaign thing that you said, right? Putting an ad on radio is something that costs a lot. Was there a tussle between the management thinking about what could be a more creative solution to release this creative solution?
Okay. So understood, Hina. I'll try and answer that. Okay, again, coming from a responsibility point of view, see, only to that specific case, we had money. Okay, it's simple. We had money. We had a 8 crore budget. So yeah, radio was only 30 lakh. After that, we बहुत कुछ किया हुआ था. Times of India में front page ad भी किया हुआ. ठीक है? So that's a difference. Coming to the part of ownership and responsibility, and as a marketer myself, I don't see that a finance guy can do my work. If I am a P&L owner, I need to know that. Okay, if I am a P&L owner, I need to understand the ROI of what I'm doing, and this is and that's the difference between a creative agency guy and a manager guy who thinks creative. Right? So with regards and this is again comes to the point that अगर उतना पैसा नहीं है और अगर तुम रेडियो का solution ला रहे हो तो तुम्हारी गलती है कि तुम रेडियो का solution ला रहे हो. You have to come with a solution which makes business sense. Yeah, if I had no money, what I would do it. Okay, for example, I had limited money for something else. I used an influencer. Now I used her to propagate my agenda, my communication. So अगर मैं करता और मैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में पैसा डालता तो मैं तब भी इतने लाखों लोगों तक नहीं पहुंच पाता जितना वो पहुंच गया. ठीक है, there is a relevance in terms of audience, etc. But the thing is that my communication is out there, and that's how I created that communication also. There are two things to it. One is the line between BTL and ATL activities, which in my mind are very blur. I don't see them very differently. It's just they are incremental rather than radical. You have to decide which one you want to go ahead with your budget cuts. I won't say constraints, but rather what makes sense. uh, and the second part is the ownership within the marketeer that needs to be there to understand that मतलब business कर रहे हैं आपको ROI जो है वो बताना पड़ेगा किसी भी चीज का. मतलब you are a business manager, you are not a creative designer.
So basically, it's like creativity is something, or the creative process is something which is applicable not just to the marketing function of a particular business. It is something which is applicable throughout the value chain.
That is where the difference between this the drawing and video making of creative thinking
Yes.
has to be separated from the managerial side of creative thinking.
Mm.
An operations guy comes with incredible solutions as far as creative thinking is concerned.
That's nice. Continuing with the interview, I have the last question, which was regarding the COVID-19 and its impact on real estate industry. So, can you help us understand that what is the emerging trend coming to be, and what do you foresee the future, like next 2 years for the real estate industry in India?
See, it's a macro situation. It's a black swan situation. It's very much out of control in terms of just one industry, and irrespective of any industry, be it FMCG, be it tech, etc., etc. Everyone has their positive negatives. There would be uh, if there would be some industries who would see positive outcome out of it, then you would see a rise in customers from that. There would be industries which would see negative coming out of it. There would be a drop from that. There is a possibility, which everyone is saying, that tier 2 cities now would see a rise in home buying, given that you would want to spread your hedge your risks. So that's one more positive thing. And at the same time, one who would take the action would ultimately get benefited. And this is where all your creative solutions would have to come really handy right now.
Okay, so you need to increase the volume of your creativity, and then there are situations it would be
I
challenging.
don't think there is any other option other than that. You just have to keep working hard, think new. I'll tell you, I was watching Star Trek Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
My colleague who is handling channel distribution for Bonito Designs, he messaged me. We need a name for this. For this.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I knew what is the primary objective of doing this vertical, or because we are saying to those channel partners that this is an opportunity where you can earn extra from what you are doing right now. You
Okay.
think more than what is you're doing right now. I'm watching the movie and suddenly मेरे मुंह से निकला है, or rather I typed it, Bonito Beyond, and it makes sense, right? So the creative thinking never stops, the creative process never stops. It has to be shut down. And one of my directors in marketing actually told us, when in our just one-to-one meeting, is that now that we are growing, right, and there would be people under us, uh, at that point when we were showing our ideas, we were a bit more passionate about it. But as a manager, it becomes your prerogative, your responsibility, that you see that idea completely impassionately, completely from a business lens. That's where the maturity of thinking becomes extremely important from the creator's point of view, is that not only understand why someone said yes, but it's much more important to understand why someone said no or work on it. That is the only way we can be where the top management is today. It's not going to be easy to become a top management. So the person I am seeing, I'm getting inspired from, it is extremely important to understand their thinking
Mm-hmm.
and what they are saying to actually reach where they are. And it takes time, it takes a lot of rejections, a lot of thinking again and again and again and again to actually gain their trust first and then provide those solutions.
That's really nice. I think you have summarized this really well, the concept of creativity and its importance, and I couldn't have done it better. I guess we can conclude here. Thank you for all of your time and the beautiful questions you have asked. It only helped us to understand and appreciate the importance of creativity in leadership.